Hello and welcome to my channel, She's Just Trying. I'm Heart, and today we're covering the subreddit pettyrevenge. So it's like a much more docile version of nuclear revenge and pro-revenge, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. A Tale of Mailboxes, Baseball Bats, and a Broken Wrist by /What to Do with 6. When I was young, maybe 3rd grade, our road was hit with a spat of mailbox vandalizing. We lived in a rural area and teenage boys would drive down the road, leaning out of cars and using baseball bats to bash the mailboxes as they drove by. Now, I'm talking miles of state highway, just starting outside the city limits of the town seat and continuing almost to the city line. People were irritated. Mail wasn't getting delivered and this was happening every weekend, and nothing was being done about it because rumors had it that boys belonged to some powerful local families. After repairing or replacing our mailbox 3 or 4 times, my dad hit upon a plan. Now, my dad is not someone to mess with. 6'3", 225 pounds. Worked on a farm, worked a factory job. At one time, he was the only person in the company to know a formula for a very expensive, very specific paint of a NASCAR. Coached every sport my brother and I played, and played softball and basketball himself when he could find a spare hour. He's not someone I would mess with today, and he definitely wasn't 30 years ago when this happened. Anyways, Dad got some 1/4-inch iron plates and welded them into the prettiest mailbox you have ever seen. It looked almost like a birdhouse, painted black, hung it from an ornate iron post cemented into the ground. It hung from chains, so it doesn't seem as heavy as it actually was, thus the need for cemented post. Stenciled the name and address prettily on the side. He hung it up on Monday. On Friday night, he sat outside after dark and just waited. He heard them coming. The boys weren't quiet about their activities, and he could hear the thuds and pings as they hit the neighbors' boxes along the road. Then, disaster. The sound the aluminium bat made when it made contact with the iron mailbox was legendary. It sounded like a gong. The scream from the boy holding the bat was almost enough to make my dad feel bad, he later said. The tires screeched and the cars turned around and headed for town. Dad found a badly dented bat by the road the next morning, and one boy showed up with a broken wrist the next week at school. They stopped destroying mailboxes after that though. The mailbox still exists too, rusty and worn, but still usable. So yeah, what a great first story. I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago we covered a story similar to this, where there were people, like teenagers, knocking down mailboxes, and a dad also cemented in the mailbox, which is great. I mean, I love stories like this where the revenge is really it's instant, because and at least he got to watch his revenge happen as the kids drove up. But damn, at least they're not doing it anymore, because that arm is when you break a bone, it's lifelong repercussions. So yeah, at least they learned their lesson. On to the next story. Want to ride my bumper? Enjoy the ticket by /Musico1. Hey guys, I'm not sure if this belongs here, but we'll see. First time poster, so I apologize for any mistakes I make. A little backstory. I'm from Canada. In Canada, we have a 400 series highway, where the standard speed limit on them is 100 kilometers per hour. My boyfriend lives about 1 hour and 45 minutes from my place, so I like to drive down on the weekend to see him. I usually drive in the fast lane when on the 400 series, doing anywhere between 130 and 135, and if anyone behind me wants to go faster, then I simply move over and let them pass. I'm about 45 minutes into my drive when I see a pickup truck behind me suddenly merge into the middle lane. This little white car speeds up to be right behind me. Now, it's obvious this person is a speed demon, so I gladly move to the middle lane to let them pass. But they don't. They stay the exact same speed in the fast lane, leaving me to eventually move back into the fast lane, or else I'll hit traffic. I'm doing about 30. I speed up to 35 to see if I get any distance between me and the car. Nope, they stay on my rear, and I again move over, but to no avail. They just stay the same speed. I move back into the left lane, realizing this person is just going to either do this to get me slowed down or go behind them, or is just doing this to be annoying. So I hatch a plan. See, I have this app on my phone that lets me know where police have been spotted by other drivers. And I see that 3 separate people have spotted a cop 2 kilometers ahead. So I slow down, and down, and down, and down. I'm eventually doing 180 in the fast lane. This person behind me is so far up my bumper I can't see their plane. Mind you, they could have gone around me at any time, but they refused to do so. So about 500 feet from the sightings, I finally move into the middle lane, and I have barely crossed the line when they fly past me, doing at least 130. Not even 10 seconds pass before they get nailed by a cop for speeding. That gave me something to laugh about for the rest of my trip. So yeah, I'm not sure what the driving laws are in different countries. I don't drive, and I'm not sure what a 400 series highway is, but it seems that the speeding limit is really high, and I don't understand why the pickup driver didn't just move around around you, because it's easy to just, if you slow down to let them have the right of way, it should have been easy for them to not just be so petty as to just ride the bumper. But at least karma was instant. I always like karma when karma is instant. So yeah, on to the next post. Roommate wants us to fight? Have fun with no dishes or TV, by u/Wishkle Bell. So my roommate and I are fighting because I want to move out and she doesn't want me to. She's super angry that I told her I'm gonna look after myself and my needs and wants first, because I've been bending over backwards to accommodate her. Ever since then, she's been trying to make my life as hard as possible, opening my drawers in the clothes room so my cats can get my clothes and carry them all around the place. The drawers have child locks on them so they can't open them by themselves, and I make sure to close them every day. Leaving her dishes everywhere, especially when she knows I'm home to cook and I have to clean her dishes first, and giving my cats paper and napkins that they shred to pieces and need to be vacuumed, etc. Today she texted me, by the way, you'll have to buy a blow dryer and a hair straightener. They're mine and I don't want you to use them anymore. Oh, and also, please take your jackets off my rack. Funny thing is, while she brought the blow dryer and the hair straightener into the apartment, the clothing rack is actually mine, which I only borrowed her to use. When we moved in, I brought pretty much all the furniture and our dishes, kitchen equipment, TV, etc. We agreed on sharing things like blow dryers, pans, the works. Especially since she had no money to buy or pay her own share. So since I'm moving in a few weeks anyways, today over lunchtime I started packing up all my dishes, the living room TV, all the pots and pans, cups and our router. Pretty much all the essentials. Only leaving out a set of cookware and dishes for myself, which I now keep in my room. I have my own TV in my room anyways, and I can use my hotspot since I have unlimited data. I never would have started packing up things so early before moving, but if she's gonna try and annoy me, I won't inconvenience her anymore with using my own stuff. Have fun with no TV, internet, or dishes. So yeah, while this is a very laborious petty revenge, it's a very good petty revenge. The roommate was being just really mean. I mean, you did supply most of the furniture in, and it's your right to move out of the place. If there's no leases that are being broken or no illegal things that will cause the roommate to be in a worse position, then yeah, you have your whole right to move out. And for the roommate to be so petty as to put your clothes in the way of your cats, and just everything that is just putting the dishes everywhere, it just makes no sense. But yeah, your revenge was really sweet. Now she doesn't have any TV, internet, or dishes. That's great. Okay, that's it. And that's the end of the video. Thank you to Rambo Joey for hitting the subscribe button. If you want to be part of the tryhards, which is what I call my fans, then make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you like what you watched, make sure to hit the like button, share with your friends, and yeah, that's the end. So stay safe and bye!